You are now tapped into That's What I'm Saying, the Grown Folks podcast for hip hop, entertainment, dating, relationships, sex, and those social issues affecting our communities from a sometimes ratchet, because you know what me and my sister do, but mostly woke perspective. So I'm Shaun.
And I'm Shatara. Hey, y'all. Hey.
So Shatara, what are we calling this episode?
Okay, we are calling this episode Sometimes You Have to Be a Lion.
I know that's right.
And that brings us right into our ratchet. So there's a full quote to that. I don't know if some of y'all caught the new Netflix special, which was a nice little surprise by Mr. Dave Chappelle called The Unstoppable. No, the Unstoppable Ninja.
The Unstoppable Ninja Act.
So it started off, just so you all know, the quote started with him saying that, he was pretty much, like a soft kid, wasn't too rough and tough. And his mother was the one who told him sometimes, and they showed him at, an award, and his mom was saying it with him. Sometimes you have to be a lion so that you can be the lamb you really are. And then boom, the show kicked off from there. It was like, damn, that was good stuff. Did you see it?
I absolutely did. I saw it. I was very surprised because I heard it. It had come on after the Jake Paul fight on Netflix, and nobody really knew it dropped. But obviously, I mean, he seemed like he taped it in DC some time ago. That place was packed. I mean, did you see the audience? First of all,
arena.
The amount of people that came out to see Dave Chappelle is phenomenal.
Yes.
But I absolutely loved it. I mean, this is the brand of comedy that I need. This is where I'm at this speed where, I mean, as always, Dave Chappelle is long-winded, so he's going to tell a story, and the story, like you said, it's going to take 15, 20 minutes to tell a story. And his style of comedy, it's talking. So it is telling stories, which I love. I heard some people having problems with that. It was lazy. He just talked. But honestly, I thought that's one of his best shows, because I've seen Dave Chappelle in concert before. I've seen him before, and sometimes he was on, sometimes he wasn't. I've seen him twice before. And the last time I saw him, I really didn't enjoy it. So this was a nice. Yeah, this was great.
Good,
this was
like
Dave Chappelle. I'm ready for the mature level. We're gonna learn something. You're gonna get a history lesson, and you're gonna bring it on home. He tied it all into the Man Act, which was very interesting the way that he did that.
Because at first, when he goes into the whole Jack Johnson, you're kind of like, okay, where's he going with this? Where's he going with this? But the fact that I appreciate that he's made it in comedy. He's in a position where he has that whole hour and some change to talk his talk and to do his thing. Yes. A lot of comics don't make it to that point where, you have a full hour and then some to tell your story, how you want to tell it, amongst your people. We start off with 3 minutes, and then it works up from there. Like real talk. So it's like, he did that. And I like the fact that he comes with substance. So yeah, I'm sure some people were like, we ain't here for all that. We want the silly. We want the I'm rich, bitch. we want the Tyrone Biggums. But at the same time, I appreciated that was where he was at. He's matured. So I appreciate that. He's matured in his storytelling as well. So I was like, okay, I learned something. That was good. Not the good dick, man. He said, and I like that when he talked about, he said, weed heads don't look as pretty as coke people. and I was thinking he might be on this.
Might be something, yep. And that whole visual of white women with dirty feet, I was like,
With Mick Jagger?
Right. Yeah.
He was like, now, Dave, well, you hear my music.
Well, you know what I like.
That was simple and so funny.
Dirty
feet. And then I'm looking at the audience. I'm like, I wonder what's the demographic there like. And at the same time, I want to know black versus white. Like who are the main people in that audience in DC? I was curious about that. I can't front because he brings a little bit of everybody out.
And I think it's about a 50-50. When I went to see him, it was about a 50-50. Plus, his tickets were astronomical, the amount. So, who's going to be
listen, white folks love Dave Chappelle the same way they love Wu-Tang Clan. You follow me with that? They got the same. You dig what I'm saying?
There's a special kind of white person.
There's a different type of white folk. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, man. Like there's a different, they're the same ones that love Dave Chappelle. Like, so there's a different
there's a
climate.
certain kind of white people. There's a certain kind of white people
Yeah.
that wear the Air Force Ones,
Because
and they would like to wear the Air Force and their Jordans
and love their craft beer because
oh yeah,
he brings it, he brings that full circle. And then even
that's
to
the
say,
quiet
like,
thing.
they're mad because how he put it, like we're fucking their women and we're better at you in the sport. Like he was talking some
He was
serious
talking
his
it's
shit.
definitely it's his nigga shit. He was definitely talk that
Yeah.
talk. And you know what? I love that where he's at in his career because he got there. I mean, we know, remember he went, Dave went crazy and he went off to Africa and, to get his
Mm-hmm.
mind right. Like this, I'm sure the things that he's seen, he said, I've seen some things. He's like, not,
Mm-hmm.
he said,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been no freak offs, but like, I didn't see some things, I'm sure. He's like, and there's been
Oh,
drugs around, there's been all kind of things. Can you imagine? But
oh yeah.
to keep his level, to keep his head
To be
is
level headed, you
amazing.
ain't lying. Yeah, and
At this point in his career.
I loved it. And even if he was just talking that shit about he bought the firehouse, he's buying all of Ohio. He was like, they don't. He was like,
My
if it was
lord.
white people doing it to black people, it would be called
Yep.
gentrification. He's like, but for what I'm doing, there's no name for
No
it.
word for it. There's not
I
a
got up
word.
on
And
my
you
feet.
know
I
what?
was in the living room, like that's right. Like
Do you know what? There is not a word
there's
for
no
that.
name for what he's doing. I was like, he said he got tattletales. He said he got spies all
My
over. My
lord.
lord,
My lord.
they bought the firehouse while he was out of town,
Oh
and
man.
sure
You
enough,
know
he
what
had
I thought
shows
was
there. That's real.
what I thought was so interesting is he gave homage. He shouted out Charlie Barnett. And I don't know if you remember or but between Charlie Barnett and there was Rick Aviles, and
Mm-hmm.
they were comedians. I just remember from back in the day. And then Charlie
Mm-hmm.
Barnett, actually, I remember him on Miami Vice. He's a dude that always came in the middle of when they was trying to be undercover, and here he come with selling some shit. And then come to
Wow.
find out, my young self didn't know, but that was like a whole it was the drugs. Like he was
Yeah.
definitely high all the time. But
Yeah.
shout out to Charlie Barnett, and that is what Dave
Yeah, you
Chappelle,
definitely.
he said, he was one of the reasons that he started in comedy
Mm-hmm.
was the Charlie Barnett.
Yeah.
And I remember this dude. I remember him from back
Wow.
in the day in New York, and like I said, and Rick Aviles, who hosted, well, it was maybe not Showtime the Apollo, but it was back in the day. They had like something like the Apollo Comedy Hour, and
Mm-hmm.
these were very they were to me like those were the comics that, what do you call it when they're physical, like the physical
Animated,
comedians,
animated
very
humors.
animated, very the doing the facial expressions and movement with their body like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just being young and growing up, and we lived in a comedy house. Obviously, we
Mm-hmm.
everything was about laughing and music, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I remember that just being a young person and seeing comedy coming from a Charlie Barnett,
Wow. Wow.
and yeah, and the joke that he told about the drugs, the
The
drugs.
drugs and yeah, he said, you guys talked about Nipsey Hussle and who he was talking to beforehand, and just so you
Mm.
know, at the end, he died of AIDS. Like, and everybody on the end of their seats. It's like, wow. He
Yeah,
made it funny though. But overall, I highly recommend.
that was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
I highly
Mhm.
recommend the Dave Chappelle. Yeah, I go see it. Yeah, you don't got to see it live, but I think he has like what? How many on Netflix now? He said Netflix call him now. He said he just waits for Netflix to call. Once
About
once they try
six.
to cancel him, he kept it
Yeah,
real. They tried to cancel him out there, so now
yeah,
he's on Netflix.
yeah.
So yeah, highly recommend. So Lil Jon, this really caught my ear. He won third place the Muscle Beach Fitness competition out in California. Yeah, girl, bye. But this is the thing. See, now everybody has these new teeth. So when all you see is his glasses, right? And
Hmm.
you don't really, I still don't know what his face looks like because he's always
I
in these
still
big
don't know
glasses.
either. Oh shoot! Because he
See?
got on them sunglasses. Wow.
And his teeth are just, he has a whole new rack, honey. And technically, it's not it's a competition for people like athletes coming back.
Okay. Uh
Yeah.
huh.
Oh, so let me tell you, snap your
Oh, and he's
fingers.
54. He's 54 years
54.
old.
Did he just have a birthday? So let me tell you something. I had to give him credit. I was like, you know what? I got to give it to him. He said that, he number one, he diets, and he said something about like making sure you always get on the treadmill. He said, hit an incline, the fat will melt away. He told everybody, like, if I can do it, you can do it. And he also has a 10-track guided meditation album
Oh,
out.
I love that. Let me tell you,
And
between
I know
him
that's
and
your
Andre
jam.
3000, that's my jam. Yeah, so I knew
Mhm.
about that. He was, he'll bring you to another dimension with
Does he
the
yell at you? Are you there
no,
yet?
no,
Yeah.
and actually he has a very, you know what? I find that when it comes, because I meditate, but when it comes to meditation and I need to hear a voice that is pleasing to me, and usually I love to hear black men when they're in their when they're in
Sounds
their
good.
that sound,
Mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm.
it's nothing more irritating than doing a
An annoying
meditation
voice.
and it's like a white man, a white guy, like just the
Really?
voice. Sometimes yeah. Some white women I can listen to white women, but technically this is, what, this is an area that I'm really going to get into when we are talking about guided meditation, because a black man doing guided meditation, the voice,
Like an Idris Elba?
man, this is what we need. I mean, you're the sound. Um, we need that.
It's
We need more of that. So yeah, that was very motivating for me, Lil Jon. But I'm
okay.
proud of him.
You said
Okay,
okay. Snap your
okay.
fingers. I just have to give him a lot of credit. So let me tell you something. When you look at the age, and you just have to know, like, goals never end, because somebody else would think, oh, I'm older, forget about it.
Right.
Listen,
As long
he's
as
winning
you're living, right.
competitions. I'm constantly hear his songs come up in commercials. So I know there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
residual money coming in on that
Because
side
honestly, there's
consistently.
nobody like him. There's nobody like Little John. Like,
He's hype.
either if you hear somebody like him, they're imitating him, because there's nobody like
Yeah,
him.
yeah, he's in his own. Yep, he has basically made
Mm-hmm.
his own for the culture. He really has.
Yeah.
And then I see him like constantly invited to like
Okay.
New Year's. He's always at somebody's New Year's yelling and hopping. So
I love it.
53. Go check him out. Go check him out.
Mhm,
Also, they're
mhm.
doing a big rest in peace. I had to post this, and it's a big deal. So the MetroCard is officially retired. The physical MetroCard that
What?
so yeah, it's over as of December 31st. So they are fully transitioning to the contactless OMNY, it's called. So it's a tap pay system. So it's the buses and trains, and basically all
What?
your
But
money will be
it's still a
transferred over.
card?
No, so the OMNY, yes, so that's a card, but it's like a digital type of card. So I recently went to take the train into the city. Well, I was in the city, but taking the train around the city, and I thought I could use my
Uh-huh.
Metro card, and they were like, "No," and I was like, but, and if I'm not to be mistaken, it wasn't December 31st yet, and it was just like, no, you have to purchase your Omni card. And I was like, but what do I do? I was like, but what do I do with my $7 on my Metro card? And she was like, you can use it
Okay.
now. She's like, you can use it now, but it won't be any good. Like, basically, this will be like your last week to use it. And I was
What?
like, oh shit.
Oh,
So
I
I had to
think
buy
I
an
have a
Omni
few
card.
Metro cards too. I wonder
So
why they changed
so
it.
here's the deal. If you have a Metro card, people are selling them on eBay as like souvenirs, where, at this point, it's the whole,
Yeah.
it's nostalgic history of New York City transit.
I
So
wish I oh, wow,
you have
really?
to have one.
Okay.
So to listen here, the husband called me and he was like, hey, and I'm thinking it's an emergency. I was like, everything okay? He's like, you got a Metro card? Where's your Metro card?
I have to put it on eBay. What?
Yeah, I was like, why? How many you got? I was like, are you kidding me? But that's one thing. I would always have Metro cards. And I was like, I know I got at least
Wow.
one. I know I have a couple, but now they're worth something. People are selling them classic.
Wow.
So I'm like, so why would I sell it if it's something that is,
Yeah,
monumental
I know I
history of
have
New
a
York?
few. I'll just hold on to them. Look, I remember when you ride we used to be able to ride the train in New York, but
And
you
use
had
coins.
tokens.
Tokens,
Yeah,
yes, I
you
would
had
say
special
coins.
tokens that you had to, like
That
you was at the arcade.
look, how old are you? I'm tokens New York City, no Metro card.
I'm
Old.
tokens.
I'm tokens old.
This was before the MetroCard. That was jazzy. That was rich. Like you
I
had
feel
a
like I remember
MetroCard,
our
you had
grandparents had like the
tokens.
tokens for the train.
Yeah, you had it, and it had a square in the middle, like so they could stack them up on this thing. It
Oh, look
was,
at you.
I
It sure
know.
did.
I do be
Oh,
though.
yeah. I got
I
my
do be though.
token.
I got my token. You got your token for the bus?
So now they did a whole like rest in peace MetroCard. A whole bunch of New Yorkers gathered, and they did a whole like rest in peace to the MetroCard. It was I don't know. It was a whole situation in New York. The radio VJ was like, "Where was it at? I would have come if I would have known." So they were playing it so hard to say goodbye. All of the sad songs in the MetroCard. Like this is an era. Like because technically everything is transitioned over to the technology, the contactless, the tapless, the strip, these computer chips. It's like sad a little bit because even the MetroCard, that was high technology at the time. Just swipe and go. And it was like, oh,
that's what I said. It replaced the coins. So yeah, the tokens.
It's put it like this. Easy Pass is nice. We don't stop at the toll. We got easy passes. I get it. But I didn't, that whole stopping to pay the toll, that little interaction.
Jay-Z
I throw a Jay-Z line in there, but it was like, damn, now the whole Easy Pass is like don't stop. And if you don't have Easy Pass, you will see like cameras flash to let you know, like, bitch, keep going. Keep going. We're gonna send you the bill. We're gonna send you the bill. Like,
wow.
So everything.
What a time.
No need for dollars anymore. That's what we're getting to. No need for the physical dollar in your hand or pocket. Yep. I don't like it.
Okay. That's gonna be okay.
Well, listen, I just want to go into the bathroom and I want the door to open automatically. I want the flush to be automatic. I want the hand soap to you know what I'm talking about? I want to dry my hands automatically and I want to walk out. That is smooth right there. That is
I've seen that. I've seen that in Stockholm, Sweden. Everything. You don't have to, it's touchless in the bathroom. You have to touch anything.
Wait, don't you have the malls are like that though. Here.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The malls are like that here. Yeah, you don't gotta go to Stockholm, honey. Go right over there. honey, you gotta that's my jam. Like if I go somewhere, they're like, oh no, the sink isn't automatic. I'd be like, oh damn. I'm mad.
Put your hand on it.
Yeah. I like that is the one thing I want automatic. I don't really care to have an automatic car. I don't really care to have a car that parks itself. Like, no, thank you. I'm old school
kind of with you on that one. Yeah, we had a whole debate. But anyway.
Well, as you did say, Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, they fought the same night of Dave Chappelle's special on Netflix. Yes. And a lot of people were like, yo, I hope, Jake Paul gets knocked out because we don't really appreciate that Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson, right? I didn't appreciate that whole situation. And sure enough, lo and behold, this UK boxer, Anthony Joshua, knocked Jake Paul out. All right, honey. He got it. So everybody's like, yeah, he sure did. So Jake Paul, he got his ass handed to him. Like, yeah, for real. Because everybody says he's not a real boxer anyway. Like, Jake Paul, like, you're a YouTube sensation. Like, you're not real. You're not real.
I gotta give it to him, though. Like, did he not train and put himself in position to... He did something that's probably like a childhood dream, and he really did it. So I don't sleep on him.
Well, I mean, like I said, I didn't appreciate the Mike Tyson aspect. I was like, nah, man, not Mike. But anyway, so the question now was, who is this Anthony Joshua? Who is this fine British heavyweight Olympic gold medalist Anthony Joshua? And
First of all, he's 6'6". That's what I know.
I knew you would know that.
You knew I would know. Me being the heightest that I am. He was 6'6".
Yeah. So that's where everybody's at right now. Like, who is he? Who is this man? Who is this man? Like, hold up. So we just wanted to say, ew, and congratulations, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear about? But he was in a car accident recently.
Yeah, he was in a car accident. Two people died. Yeah, and this was in Nigeria. And those were like two of his friends. So they were like, he was like, I don't know if he was the only survivor, but
I think the driver survived, but two of his friends or two of the other passengers did not. And the driver was charged with reckless driving.
They said they were close acquaintances of his. Yeah,
in Lagos, in Nigeria.
Lagos? Yeah,
Lagos.
Oh, so sad. Lagos. Yeah. So he won, and then So sorry for that. Condolences. Also, speaking of New York, so Mamdani has been officially inaugurated in New York City. I was up on New Year's Day watching this inauguration. I was still in my pajamas and I could have watched anything else on TV, but this was a good time. Let me tell you something.
Did he have any? Were there any musical guests? I didn't see it, but
Let me tell you something. I don't. First of all, let me just let you know that in his speech he quoted Jadakiss. All
get
right.
out.
Yes, he did. And he said, and in the words of Jadakiss, J to the moi, we outside. Girl, I pay taxes in New Jersey. Although my birth certificate says New York City, I felt like a New Yorker. I was like, look,
Oh, wow. Did he really?
I was just rooting for this dude. I was like, you know what, Mamdani, with your beautiful wife in her chocolate in her chocolate brown coat. I was like, you know what? And I'm thinking like it's first of all, it's freezing cold out. It's freezing cold. So that was the number one thing. So when people came out, so I'm looking, so you know how sometimes they pan the camera on certain people, like, oh, okay, oh, is that Susan Sarandon? Oh, is that the guy from Do the Right Thing, the Italian one? And then I looked at one guy, he was bald, and I said, Uncle Baby Billy. God.
Was it Uncle Baby Billy? No. Oh, but he's a New Yorker. That's
Uncle
right.
Baby Billy was
Uncle
in the
Baby
building.
Billy. What is the actor's name? We don't even know.
I don't even know. I was like, why is the camera focusing
he
on
lives
this,
in the Palisades.
on this bald-headed man for like a little too long? And I yelled, Uncle Baby Billy.
With no hair?
Yeah, he was bald. He was bald like George Jefferson in the top.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Real talk. So Mamdani, he showed up. Let me tell you something. He rolled up to his inauguration in a cab. He kept it real. He was in a New York City cab.
That's right.
Hugged the cab driver, had a little moment with him, made his way. And yeah,
Walton Goggins. I was trying to think of the actor's name that played Baby Billy.
He does.
Walton Goggins.
So yeah, it was good. So we got Zohran, Mamdani, blah blah blah. I mean, it was so much. So he is the first Muslim, and right there, that was a aha to like Trump and the whole party. Like you could just tell they just made it their point to keep saying like the first Muslim. I was like, ooh.
Pretty much.
People are big mad. Oh, they are big mad. Then he had a Muslim rapper come out at the end that had a hot beat, and he, was all in his garb. I was like, oh, shoot.
Listen to me. Was he speaking Muslim? But you know what I mean.
Yes. Yes, he was. Here I go. He was speaking his language.
Arabic.
He was speaking Arabic. I'm sure it was Arab.
Was he speaking Muslim?
Was he speaking Puerto Rican? Look at us. We're educated. Mayor Adams was up in there. I was like, why is Mayor Adams in there? He had a Fendi scarf on.
Something about Mayor Adams I never care for. I don't know. I feel like I know something something.
They call him Ghost. Miss Joe used to call him Ghost. She's like, Ghost is gonna be in the studio. She called him Ghost.
Oh, they call him St. Patrick. Who's there?
St. Patrick. St. Patrick over here. She's like, okay,
Ghost. What's Ghost's first name? What was his first name? Crap, shit.
Ghost St. Patrick, Chris St. Patrick.
Ghost St. Patrick.
Like Bernie Sanders was there with his North Face coat on, and I promise you, he didn't have on gloves. Bernie Sanders had on like mittens.
I know that's right.
I'm just trying to say, James St. Patrick.
They call him Jamie.
James St. Patrick.
Okay.
Let's see, Martha Bean was speaking. Jumaane D. Williams. He gave a good speech about Black Boy. I'm proud of you. Made me cry. It was a show. Yeah. It was. I appreciated that inauguration, and New York City is on a whole new level. For all the diversity that's there, that's what they deserve. A Mamdani.
I might move back. Not.
Lies.
But universal child care, I know he was talking about that. That's kind of dope. That'll be dope.
So the universal child care, he's not playing with these slumlords, housing. He's even just I know the bus and trains went up, but he's trying to bring that on. Like this should be free. Like we should be able to get around the city and not have to pay.
Clean up New York. It's time to do a little cleanup in New York. Because let me tell you, I always say this, but I'm like, y'all can say what you want about Giuliani. He got a little crazy toward the end and was doing all kind of stuff. But when he cleaned up New York.
I remember you and Mommy talking about that one time.
What?
Times Square? What Times Square used to look like?
I would have to close my eyes. I couldn't even have my eyes open going down 42nd Street. It It was Sodom and Gomorrah and hell, all and Hades, all rolled in one. It was not a great place to be.
Don't look
At
back.
all. And let me tell you, Lil Rudy came in there and
Lil Rudy
cleaned it up.
He said, "Rich around."
He went, yep, clean. We did a whole rich round. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like,
You
say
remember.
what you want. He went off. He went on his old crazy. He did an old man thing. Like he told him whatever he did. But that was the one thing during his tenure was he cleaned it up.
He cleaned it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see how this is all going to
He
work out.
cleaned the streets because boy, I mean it. Ooh, boy, I remember some things, and he really did. So I'm just saying. So congratulations, Mamdani.
Yeah, I like him.
He got his work cut out for him.
I like him. He's definitely a Wu-Tang Clan forever.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
And the Dirty Ghost. Girl, bye. You can imagine. Do we want to deport Nicki Minaj? There's a petition being signed really quick. Let me just mention this because I know we got to get to the vote. So really quick, I just got to tell you. So once upon a time, Nicki Minaj was like against Trump. And, she's like, I'm from Trinidad and, he wants me to go home. She was against the deportation. Yep. Oh, this whole thing. And okay. Then next thing you know, here we go. Now she's standing tall with Erica Kirk, which is Charlie Kirk's widow. And they are all about, Trump. And now she's talking a whole nother game. So people are disappointed. A lot of her fans, what does she call her fans? Are they the Barbs?
The Barbs, right?
The Barbs. Okay. So they have 89,000 signatures
to deport her?
To tell her that she needs to go back home. That's what they're saying. So they're like, so let me tell you.
Wait, this is the funny part. You asking to deport her? No, to tell her that she needs to go back home.
Tell her no, to deport her, basically. So they're saying that like she said on like her TikTok that she came here at 5 years old from Trinidad. So she's not a citizen here. And she says that because she has paid so much in taxes to this country, they should give her some type of like VIP, citizenship, honorary citizenship is what she says because of, the many thousands of years, that and money she's put into this country. So people kind of researched that and was like, so if she's not even like a citizen here, then, with the LGBTQ and, the deportation, they're like, we're not a fan of hers anymore. Let's get this petition going. So the numbers keep growing. People want Nicki Minaj deported. And the funny thing about it is that that's not how things work. Not really into politics like that. I tell you right now, politics is not my jam. I know a little bit. I know when to say I don't know what to. For this one, I do know that's not how this works. Don't, because hell, even Trump had to ask Obama, can I see your certificate? But I don't think he got a petition signed to get that certificate. But just to know it's in the making. Folks are like, nah, we're not feeling you no more. Like you're.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, she has a green card, so she's a permanent U.S. resident. There's no. Can't keep up with the trends or deport them. They're not doing
it. This episode should have been called Book.
Whoa.
Ponder River.
Ponder River. In this episode of Wine and Skill.
Listen, speaking of the wine and skill, I got word that the Venezuelan president was arrested over here in the city. Trump administration came and they got him and his wife. And I'm thinking like,
they extradited them to New York.
Well, the first thing I thought was, that
the Puffy
Trump
courthouse,
doesn't want Venezuelans in New York. So I was so confused. I'm like, so what's going on here? They say, yeah, him and his defiant wife, apparently. Him and the wife were cutting up on the way. What is this about? We just came to see the Big Apple. No. And so that was my whole question. So when the husband told me this, I like laughed. And I was like, for what? Like, I thought we want them out. Why are we? And when I say we, I'm just talking in terms of, Trump and what's going on with the deportation. I was like, why would they? Yeah, well, they wanted to, he's been basically wanted by the U.S. for a very long time. And I'm like, what? Yeah. Drug trafficking. And it was a whole thing with him. So I didn't understand. Like, well, what is that? What's that got to do with us over here? Again, I'm just talking from the ignorant standpoint of of what's been said over here. I giggled. I was like, "Ooh, that's wild."
We went over there and took him. So yeah, and I guess this is a nice segue into the woke minute because that was completely and totally ratchet.
Yeah.
Want to be a guest on the show or have questions for the Weekend D Report, go to our link tree. That's linktree/TWISPod. Scroll to the bottom and get in contact with us.
And if you want to keep up to date on all my upcoming comedy shows, as well as our podcast and TV events, you know what you do? You can go to my website, chataracurry.com. So as always, stay healthy, stay well. We appreciate y'all. Peace.